Hey, good morning, everyone. John Pinecker with the Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is your daily dose for Friday, January 8th. The Daily Dose is brought to you by Tri-State Radiology Center in Fort Mohave, Arizona. Tri-State Radiology is here to serve the tri-state area. We accept most insurances and offer cash pay prices. When you have a minute, log on to our website at tsradiology.com. There you'll find interesting facts and see why imaging is such a benefit for you and your care provider. At Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. All right, it's finally a Friday, Fish Fry Friday. You like fish, Jeff?
I do.
Where do you go for your fish?
I go fishing.
Well, Culver's has some awesome fish. Go check them out.
Okay.
All right, what happened? Depends on who you ask. So this is going to surprise you, but apparently there are differing views depending on your political leanings on what happened at the Capitol building on Wednesday. We had some we had county residents that were out there. The first one is Steve Robinson from Golden Valley, served as the local field organizer for the 2020 Trump campaign. He was out there and he said the rioting and looting took place was incited by Antifa types. He said there's multiple evidence of that, although he didn't cite what his evidence was, but he was there. You see he's got a nice picture that he took out there. Nice shot of the Capitol and the big crowds. He estimated the crowd at about 250,000, which, seeing the pictures, that could possibly be. Then you had Jack Earhart, who is a leading Mohave County Democrat. He thought that was hilarious, that he thought it was Antifa types. He cited the fact that the people that were caught on camera have already been identified, and they've actually had interviews with some of those people already saying, yeah, I was there, and that was me, and it's our house. So they also talked to the Mohave County Democratic Party Chair, Miriam McCord. She said they were clearly not Antifa. There's no evidence of Antifa, but I think the important part of it, and kind of read through the story, the important part is that it's not representative of either side. It's just a couple of bad actors, or a few bad actors. That's what happens. So that's how it goes. Cut cable causes widespread outage. I know that we were affected. I'm sure that a lot of you out there were affected. Fiber optic cable up near Railroad Park up in Kingman was cut by a contractor doing some excavating up there. It must have been a main feed because it took out Bullhead City, Kingman, Lake Havasu, even all the way down to Parker. Internet, most notably, but also like we have voice over IP. So our telephone system runs off of the internet as well. Took all that out. The 911 center here in town was taken out. They had to, they lost it, but they just flipped it over, and the Mohave County Sheriff's Department took care of it. Took care of all the 911 calls from there. So it's kind of a big deal. They got it up later on in the afternoon, 3:30 or so. So there's a reminder in here, always call before you dig. You'd think a contractor would be all over that, so we'll see what happens. Mohave County now vaccinating people in the next phase there. Protective service occupations. So we're talking about our first responders, the fire, police, EMTs, forest fire inspectors, bailiffs, a lot of things. They mentioned the school bus monitors, and I thought it was interesting that they're talking about moving into 1B and covering them, but we still don't have teachers on this list, and I don't know why. I need to check and see.
You left out needles. They were affected too.
Oh, yeah, it didn't mention needles in here, but yeah, I believe that.
They just want
sounds like a big chunk of area. Sorry, Needles, we love you. We don't want to leave you out.
Right.
Yeah, a big chunk. I mean, that's a big area. Judge explains plea deal to murder suspect. You have a Topac woman, Jennifer Dawn Priol. She's charged with first-degree murder for the death of her boyfriend, Jeffrey Dufour. So they just explained to her a possible plea deal. She's being charged with first-degree murder. If she's convicted of that, she will get either life in prison, or she could get life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. Although he explained that rarely happens that you get parole after 25 years. The other option was take a plea deal, and the plea deal would reduce her sentence from those two options to 16 to 25 years. So we'll see what she decides to do. Trump faces reality amid talk of early ouster. So yesterday, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, urged Vice President Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment. If you're not familiar with the 25th Amendment, it is the amendment that allows for the removal of the president. It immediately turns over to the vice president. They have to get a 2/3 vote between the House and the Senate, and if it has to be instigated by the vice president, Mike Pence. If he would not do that, her other option, or what she threatened, was that she would push for impeachment. No president has been impeached twice, so that's kind of an extreme measure there. But later in the day, President Trump put out a video where he admonished the people that broke into the Capitol building. He also said that he acknowledged that he would like to move forward with a peaceful transfer of power. He never really said the word concede. He never really acknowledged President-elect Biden or Vice President-elect Harris, but he did say that this is what happened, and it's time to move on. So that's a good thing. Did you get your your stimulus thing yet, Jeff? Your $600?
No, they sent it to my tax service.
Okay. We haven't received ours yet. There's a story in here. If you haven't got yours yet, you aren't alone. A lot of people haven't. They started going out a couple weeks ago, but they haven't. They have a deadline of January 15th. So if you haven't received it by then there's some real issues. They tell you in the story how to go after it and find out where yours is at. You can go to the IRS website and then look for IRS Get My Payments tool, and find out where your money's at. Where my money at? Weather-wise, it's supposed to be nice next couple of days, although a little breezy still today. Still don't see any. A little bit, huh? A little few leaves moving around out there, but it's supposed to be close to 70 over the next few days. A little bit of breeze today, a little less tomorrow, and then hopefully the rest of the weekend and first part of next week will be a little bit nicer. Yesterday we talked about Mohave High School. There are some sports pictures in there and a preview on the Mohave High School girls soccer team and the boys basketball team. Today it's River Valley's turn. So you see up top here we got a picture of River Valley boys practicing, and then down here we have the River Valley boys soccer team preparing. Been having a little bit of number problems there. On a good day, I guess they have 15 players show up. Some days they have as little as 10. I know if I had to do that much running, I would need a lot more people to come and give me a break. Let's see what else we got. We have our Desert Deals. That comes out today. This is all coupons and specials. We got large 3-topping pizza for $10 over at Papa John's. And then we have our leisure section today. This is around here we know it as the fishing page, but on the bottom half of the page is a nice story about the Olympics. So I'm a big Olympics fan. I like rooting for the home team, and the home team being the United States. The Olympics were supposed to be held this past summer in Tokyo. They were pushed off for a year. So now they're coming up at the end of July. They'll still be in Tokyo, but right now they're scheduled to start July 23rd. So a lot of good information here about some of our athletes that are at ASU or U of A and some of the things they're dealing with. If you're a NASCAR fan, we got a nice full NASCAR page here. Are you a NASCAR fan?
No more Jimmy Johnson.
No more Jimmy Johnson?
He went to IndyCar.
That's heartbreaking.
I know.
I don't know anything about NASCAR.
I know.
But the page right after it is a lot of information about the business stuff. So we got Wall Street keeps rising. We set records again yesterday, both on the NASDAQ and the Dow. Bitcoin, I don't have any Bitcoin, but I do have Ethereum. And these cryptocurrencies are really taking off. Bitcoin I looked at a couple of months ago is at $8,000 or $8,000 a share. Now it's at $40,000. It doubled in less than a month. It's crazy. And then some things on Boeing settling. So a lot of good information. All right, everyone. That will do it for today. I hope you have a great weekend. Please enjoy the nice, beautiful Bullhead City weather. The Daily Dose is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments and accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Just a reminder, the Daily Dose, Valley Voices, our Educator of the Month, which is coming up here in a couple of days, our Athlete of the Week and Athlete of the Month, also coming up here in a couple of days. They're all available to stream on the Anchor app, on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and more. If you go to our YouTube page, there's a whole list of the streaming services that we use. So you can go on there and click on any one of those and get your stream on. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please go out and enjoy. Remember, take care of our small businesses. And I hope to see you out here on Monday.